the way things go, you know. But I must say, one of the things I saw there on television in RT there a year or so ago, one guy said, he said, I know he's from some other part of the country, but he said, what I like about Cork, it's a stone city in the sense of that stone is a very, very important feature. And what I love about Cork is the contrast of limestone and sandstone, which you see in so many buildings. And again, like growing up, you take it for granted. And but like, you know, that building there at where Douglas Street comes on to what's the street, Summerhill South, they've turned into flats now.
Yeah.
Again, I'd have considered that a very ugly building when I was growing up. When I look at it now, it's a beautiful building with the builders who put that sandstone and limestone mixed together. And also that is in Anderson's Quay, where you come down with Mary's of the Island, turn around back up towards Clark's Bridge.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Again, there's some lovely buildings which they haven't knocked down. And one of the things I'm very glad about that Cork Corporation, especially in the Douglas Street area and down, do you know down there by the South Chapel, there was 3 old buildings there. Is it Margaret Street?
It is, yeah. It joins Mary Street and Dunbar Street.
And like they've restored these and they've brought Douglas Street back into life. Again, instead of doing what they've done in other places and bulldoze everything down and put up anonymous, I think Cork's got a great deal of character to it. And one of my friends from the state of Oregon, the United States, one of the things he loves about Cork, especially of the streets there down by Douglas Street and the small streets leading off Douglas Street, and also the small streets leading off at the back of Pope's Quay Church. You know, these, leading up towards the butter exchange. He said, like, you never know what you'll see next. It's like going into a fairy's tale. And that's what I like about Cork. It's got a kind of a continental feel about it, I suppose, really. Like, I remember some friends of mine from Scotland saying to me years ago that they felt Cork was a very, again, continental city. And did I agree? I don't know. I said I'd never been on the continent, so I wouldn't know. And I said, well, they feel like the Belfast and with all the red brick houses, and Dublin, I suppose, same kind of more Britishy type of thing, you know. But I said Cork, definitely continental.
I've often heard the same myself, and I don't notice it either myself. But
But I do like. I always remember as a kid looking across the river towards Pope's Quay, and at the back of, on the lower side of Pope's Quay Church, there's kind of a little tower with again mixed of sandstone and limestone, and there are certain times after rain has fallen and there's that clarity of air and cleanliness of air, and I don't know, somehow the stone there used to seem to me to assume almost a life that was such a shimmering now isn't the word I want, but yeah, it was certainly more alive, and I feel like Shandon, the same thing, that the mixture of limestone and sandstone is kind of a feature of Cork, which to me is again part of us. And can I ask you a question? Why is the Red Abbey, even though it's white,
right?
Why is it called the Red Abbey?
That I don't. That's the building now in Red Abbey Street, is it?
Yeah.
That I don't know. No, I know it's Cork's oldest building, all right.
Well, my opinion, for what it's worth, is that's not the Abbey. That's only the bell tower. The Abbey, I think, was made of sandstone.
Right.
Red
so
sandstone.
The name lingered, yeah.
And the sandstone, perhaps, that was used now in the wall of the South Convent, maybe was taken. So there's the red sandstone. Again, there's the mixture of the red sandstone and the white limestone. I think it's a feature of Cork, of the. And one of the things I leaves a taste in my mouth is that, well, I consider a very ugly building, and it's only ugly because it's a red brick. No other reason, it's just red brick, whereas everywhere else is different, just colour stone. The old thing in Merchants Quay, that building there where, what they call it, that shopping centre, where Tesco.
Merchants Quay shopping centre.
To me, and that's ugly, because there's nothing, it's just a building built cheaply. And there's no Cork about it.
Yeah, you think it's characterless, like, yeah.
Well, I suppose when you're totally characterless, that's sort of right. Character on its own.
I know.
But I'd prefer if the people followed on in kind of that tradition of keeping Cork.
Yeah, a bit of thought put into it. Yeah.
And a few bob.